one red flag that makes you quietly think this is not investable, even if the idea sounds good?
Oh, founders that push back, they try to when you tell them, like, "No," or this, and they try to tell you you're wrong.
Hmm.
I was like so for example, like, "Hey," guy reaches out to me on cold email, most investors just totally ignore that because whatever, we're swamped, and, like, if you can't get a warm intro to us, I don't know, you probably suck at sales. We just don't respond to it, and now with AI, it's so easy that people can just keep spamming everybody, right? Um, like, it blows my mind, right? Because if you've ever done, say, enterprise sales, right, and you're trying to sell, like, a $50,000 software product to somebody, and you're going to send out emails. Like, number one, you research the heck out of them. You figure out everything about the company, everything about the person. You try to find out like what else they're using, and you try to find somebody who they know who knows you who can make that a warm intro. And you slave over that email so it comes out in the first sentence that you've actually done your homework and you're solving their problem. And then when you want me to write a check that's 10 times as large or 100 times as large, I get a dear investor BS like form letter. Like, anyway, but sorry, end rant. So,
Yeah. No,
I'll
no, no,
tell
no.
them, I'll
Yep.
explain to them "Hey, like, you're doing it wrong." And I 'cause I was an accelerator guy, not just a VC, I actually do try to explain it to them, and then they'll push back like, "No, you don't get it. This is the way to do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay. I mean, what do I know?" I mean, I've just looked at, like,
Hey.
10,000 startups in the course of my career, but hey, you do you. We'll talk later. Huge
Right,
no
right.
problem.
So, quick story for you. I actually worked for a startup that was in funding phase. The company was based out of California, and they were doing kind of I looked at it as it was my first venture into startup world, and I was helping them try to develop a pitch. And every feedback that came back to the owner was exactly that: arms crossed, nope, 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 only I know. And it was sad because the product that they had potentially could have made it, maybe, maybe not, I don't know, but the fact of the matter is, and I believe investors sniffed out the fact that he was not going to be flexible in any way, shape, or form, and, ultimately, he never got the funds to bring his product to market.
So the VC code word for that is, is he or is she coachable?
Mhm.
Right, and it goes back to that first characteristic, well-reasoned but loosely held, right? He had maybe well-reasoned, not loosely held. Maybe not even well-reasoned for all we know, but it's certainly not loosely held, and if he had, like, enough people, at the very least, you should be able to say, "Well, a lot of people are telling me this. I should probably at least design an experiment to see, like, well, maybe they're right, maybe I'm right. Let's actually get some data on the table."
Right,
By the
right.
way, the founder came to me later, and I came to her and said, "You should do XYZ, here's why." And she said to me, "You know, Andrew, when I first started pitching, I got that feedback a lot. So I said to myself, maybe I'm wrong. How can we test this? How can I figure out which way to go?" And here's what I did. And she laid out for me an actual test. It's like whatever, I A/B tested 2 subject lines on the email, whatever it is she needs to test, she lays it out for me and showed me this is what I did. My answer to her, I mean, my impression would be, "That's an awesome founder." Right, and maybe she's right because I'm basing it on a sample size of, a couple thousand startups, but it doesn't mean that it will apply exactly to her startup. So if she's actually tested it, that trumps my data set because that's reality. So that kind of founder, lovely. I mean, physically, I don't know, but like that's the kind of founder I'm looking for, right?
Alright.
But the one that is just like, no, I'm going to do it this way. Like, okay, you do you. Best of
Yep,
luck.
yep. Yeah.